Hello there. You may be asking, Charlie, why are you wearing a suit? I don't know, but I do know that it is a very special day today. I like video games, just like any other basement dweller, and I collect these things called STEELBOOKS. It's a collector's version of a regular disc game, and it's made out of a cheap material. No, it's made out of steel. There's no book in it, but it looks cool. And today, I have 52 STEELBOOKS and special editions, I'm counting them, that we're going to be going over today and reviewing. So, like and subscribe, that would very much help me feed my family of 4. You know, economy's tough. You know, Rishi Sunak's not making it very easy for us, so, you know, my wife and kids need to eat. That would be very much appreciated, pal. First off, we have Ghost of Tsushima. This game is dear to me, but I will say the ranking is completely not based off the game, but it's about the look of the steelbook, the colours they use. The back is a very important one. Overall, just the presentation. Ghost of Tsushima. Jin Sakai on the front with these symbols running through the top and on the bottom, which is a nice, very nice touch. It does make it very classy looking. And it also has Ghost of Tsushima in gold, which is also very, very stylish with black. It also has a purple, well, I can't read Japanese, so I don't know what it says, but it's there. The spine, simple. Ghost of Tsushima in gold. It looks, again, very stylish. The back is simply just sucker punch. Symbols on the top again. It is what it is. But overall, I would give Ghost of Tsushima's steelbook a B. Very stylish and very nice. There we are. Dying Light 2. Forget what you've heard about Dying Light 2, you need to replay it because it's got pretty much an updated rehaul. It's like Dying Light 1, so there you are, mate. This one is very, very cool. This is on my showcase thing. This one is really cool because it has a volatile on the front. You know, it's nice and bright colours, blue, you know, it looks really cool. One of my favourite ones, I really like the blues. The spine, whatever, it's just Dying Light 2 and it's kind of basic. You flip it over, you get, what's his name? Aaron, is that his name? You get him as well. So if you want to switch it up, you've got a volatile and your main character. Is also very cool. It gives you a choice, which I like choice. But overall, both cases are very, very good looking. Also, if you have it on a certain angle, there you are. That metal nose part glows, and also his cut there glows, which is also very cool. And the volatile eyes glow, which is very, very cool. I am giving Dying Light 2 Steelbook an A. Good job. And I did say I'll include special editions. This one is a special edition, not a steelbook, whatever. Infamous Second Son. It's very thin, very simple. Got a nice colour to it. Overall, it's decent. I do like the thin books, but it feels a bit weird. It's kind of just, it's just okay. Really. I'll give it a C. Don't know how many of you guys have played this game, but this game is my childhood. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, the second one for the Xbox. I really like the look of this one. Very powerful, it's very colourful. I forgot his name. Mr. Glasses Man jumping into the floor with lightning powers. It's very, very cool. Also the same with the Dying Light one. You can see it glow in a different angle, which is very cool. The spine, it works. The back is very simple design. Not to say it's not nice. It is quite nice. Overall, I like the dynamic lighting on all the aspects. It seems like every single thing has something glowing, which is very cool. Deus Ex Mankind Divided gets an A. Mortal Kombat X. This is, I don't know what style of steelbook it is. It's gross. If you can see that Scorpion is coming out of the steelbook. And it's like embossing or something. This one's nice. This one's weird because it blacks it out. It's very simple, but the back cover is definitely very nice. It has no spine at all. Not really much to say about it, except the weird embossing. The back is better than the front. You get to see. Again, not a steelbook, but I don't know what this is. It's a weird cover thing. Hey, it's a C. The Last of Us 2. Now, Last of Us 2 actually has 2 different steelbooks. I got the Ellie and Joel one, which has a really cool art style. Very stylized. The spine is okay. I mean, it's literally just The Last of Us. It's a very nice design. It's very unique. It goes against a lot of the other face canvas of steelbooks that I have, where it's just the character's face and it's kind of just boring. But because this one is so stylized and it's nice and dark in the background, and it kind of showed you the bit of like the aura of the game in of itself. Last of Us 2 will get a B. Personal favourite, Far Cry 5. This one is absolutely gorgeous, right? Look at the nice illuminating blue. It's such a nice blue. It's like a royal. Hope County, in just simple white embossing. It looks like a sign that's been there for a while. Nice gold outlining. And the back is a symbol of release me. The spine, again, just Far Cry 5. It's got like nice oil. I really like this one. A high A. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Big Boss Ocelot. It's just a canvas of the characters, and this is what I was talking about before. It kind of just blends in with everything else that has a canvas in it. It's cool to have if you like the characters. It's kind of like a poster. It's an easy way out, to be honest. It's fine. The reason I like this so much is because it's got Big Boss on it. That's about it. This could be done with pretty much any other game, and it will still just be a C. Unfortunately, as much as I love Metal Gear, it is a C. Quite nice. Black Ops 3. So it has two sides. It has zombies mode and then just the man on the front. I don't know who he is. This one has a very nice illuminating orange that goes into a nice dark red. A nice thing with certain lighting bouncing off it, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, you can. You can see the Black Ops 3 logo coming through on there, which is very nice. And now the zombies, same vibe. The spine is very simple as well, it is very, very reminiscent of the feeling of the game, you know, all of the trailers, orange. That is a high B. This is Hitman 1, but there's two versions of the Steelbook. I'll throw on the original up here somewhere, and then this one, which is gold. Well, it's nice gold. It's a bit much. It is a lot of gold. I mean, the back is just pure gold. It's very simple. Agent 47 on the front. The spine is just Hitman. It is quite simply designed and a lot of gold. I was quite hit or miss with this one. I didn't know if I liked it so much. This one's a hard one, but I'm gonna have to give it a low B. Dragon's Dogma 2. This one is quite nice. The Dragon Dogma 2 man is glowing in the middle. You've got your arisen at the bottom or something. It's got like a vignette around it, which is very nice. It's very dark all around, and then it lights up in the middle, which is very a nice detail. Seems to have some type of like 2D 3D effect, where it's like, it's kind of 3D, but it's not. The back is as simple as you could possibly get it. It's just Dragon's Dogma 2 with its logo in the background. But the front casing is very, very nice. Getting a high B. Now this one is my absolute child. Yakuza Kiwami 2. Oh my god, you don't understand how happy I was when I first came across this one. But I was searching so long for this Kazuma Kiryu on the front in a nice white and silver. You know, the dragon in the background is a nice glowing silver. As you move it around, it kind of looks like the dragon moves behind him, which is very cool. The sleeve, they've gone a bit different. It's just Yakuza Kiwami, but in that type of writing that you'll see on, and it's in red, which is different. But if you turn it around, we also got Ryuji Goda. Same as Kazuma Kiryu, but it's so nice. It's very stylistic, it's sleek, it's just nice to look at. Even if you don't like Yakuza or you don't know it, you gotta admit, that is an S tier. Speaking of S tiers, Yakuza Kiwami 1. When I first saw it, that was the front cover. I was like, okay, pretty cool. The sleeve is the same as Kiwami 2. And then I turned it over. Oh my god. You've got Kazuma Kiryu's tattoo, and I'm Nishiki. This one is so nice to look at. It's like a nice tattoo design. Such a nice steelbook to look at and to showcase. It's my prime one to show because this back alone is the one to show. I mean, you show this one to people, they'll be like, oh, okay, whatever. Bam! S tier. Resident Evil Village. Well, it matches the mood of Resident Evil 7. Big mommy milkers and vampires trying to do stuff to you, and Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. It is very nice. It's got these nice little vintage designs, and I was kind of disappointed when I realised these were just flat. It would be a lot cooler if that kind of poked out, a bit like the Mortal Kombat X one. It's sleek, it's very, very neat. Stylish, that's what it is. A high B again. Modern Warfare 2. Front cover, it's fine, it's kind of muted. It's literally the same picture that they use for every single announcement trailer for Modern Warfare 2. You turn it around, however, and it's the same thing, but it's a lot more glowy and nice looking. It's got this like toxic green to it, and it's also a 2 because, you know, Call of Duty and the 2s. It is very nice. It is very, very colourful and bright. It is very nice to look at. It is just very, very stylistic on the back. It's getting a B. Borderlands 3. This is so nice looking, and I only got it for a $5. It's such a nice array of colours, and it just looks really nice. You know, you've got really nice hallucinogenic roses, a golden grenade on his chest, and you've got an array of golden weapons with this nice blue. This front cover, personally, one of the best ones I've seen in my life. The back is just connecting with that, which is very nice because you just turn it all around, all of it connects within each other. Borderlands 3 therefore gets a S tier from me. Such a beautiful steelbook, and for so cheap you can get it. Final Fantasy 16, it says that, 16. It's got a sword on the back. It's all black and white, which is stylistic. Alright. What is nice about this, it has got the main character on the front, I forgot his name. But it has got the Roman numerals of Final Fantasy 16. Gives it a bit of character. Pretty decent. I feel like it's just missing something. The spine is in a very basic font. The front cover is really nice, don't get me wrong. The back is fine. I don't know, it's a weird one for me. I need to decide, it's either a low B or a high C. It's not a steelbook. Arkham City, it's a 3D one. It doesn't look the best though. D tier. Oh, Gears of War 2, sorry. This one's very cool because it's a very big collection of a steelbook and a book and a sleeve for all of it. It is just a gun, and then the steelbook, the steelbook is just a gun as well. I mean, it's cool, it's black and white. In of itself, the steelbook is a C, potentially a D, but because it comes with an art book, which they don't do this anymore. Beneath the surface of Gears of War 2, they have this art with the behind the creation, the BTS of making, behind the creation of Gears 2, which is very, very cool because games don't do that anymore. And it's nice to have something else for your money. In collection, it is a C. It's also not a steelbook. It's Mass Effect, the entire collection. You've got Shepard on the front, and then you turn it around, it's a ship. I like this. You open it up, you got Mass Effect. That's a lot of discs. But yeah, it's kind of like the Tomb Raider one. It is a D. It is cool, but it's just him on the cover with a muted colour. Gears of War 4. I like blue. So you may call me biased. Oh well. It's a nice icy blue with the main characters on the front with also nice blue armour. It just really works with each other. Every single part of this clicks with everything else on. It just works very well. The side is just nice icy blue, but it's alright. The back is, if the back was the front, then it would be a big problem. But because it's a back, I'll give it a bit of, I'll let it off a bit. It's a B. Metal Gear Rising Steelbook. You don't understand the effort I went to get this shit. Very, very stylized. It's like the other Metal Gears art, which is beautiful. If you look at the old Metal Gears, they look very, very stylistic. You know, it's very unique stuff. You've got Raiden. He looks like he's just been flatlined or something. You've got Metal Gear Rising on the side. Me and my boys don't like Konami. Justice for Kojima. Anyway, then it's got some Japanese on the back. I can't read it. It is just a very, very nice stylized artwork. It is art, and I love it. It's a nice silver. I'm giving Metal Gear Rising an A. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's a guy with a gun in black and white. The name, and then the name. There's really not much to say about it. The steelbook is so basic. It's getting a D. Move on. BioShock for the 360. I don't know if they have one for the new generations, but this is the 360 version. It's made to look like tin that is rusting, which is so nice and it fits. The only thing with the 360 is they put Xbox 360 and, you know, 2K is fine, but they put Xbox 360 and this on the background, the information on the background. That doesn't hit me like a steelbook, but I understand different times. It works with BioShock, but I'm gonna have to give it a C. I'm sorry. Dark Souls 2. It goes in F tier. Dark Souls 2. Despite the memes, I love Dark Souls 2. Compared to the other Souls games, absolutely abhorrent compared to them. A game on its own, still decent game. Dark Souls 3 is better. Elden Ring is better. Bloodborne is better, yet they're not wrong. Doesn't mean you shouldn't play it though. Play Dark Souls 2. This is like the Mortal Kombat X one where it's an embossing of the Pharaon Knight. It is weird. I'm very on the fence with these embossing ones. I picked it up because I love Dark Souls. The back is just the fur and the background. Unfortunately, the spine is just very basic. And I also don't like the 360 spines because they have this weird inward thing and it just kind of makes it look cheaper. It's a bit weird looking. I mean, it's really cool from certain angles, but if you look at it on like this, it feels horrible as well. It's getting a C, unfortunately. Devil May Cry 4. It's not really much to say. The front is just weird looking. I know what they're going for. It just looks kind of thrown together and cheap. I mean, it's like they've turned saturation down, contrast all the way up, slapped in there. And then you got the weird cheap Devil May Cry font at the bottom, and it's just, it doesn't match. And the spine, oh my god. The spine is just as basic as you possibly can get it. However, the back is redemption. You know, it's not the same black and white as this one, which is really confusing. This one is super inconsistent. It's still black and white, but you can actually see what's on the screen this time. Dante's hand is a nice glowing blue, which adds a bit of color. You've got all this black shadow coming out from the bottom, which is really cool. And then you've got a bunch of different enemy types. And the back is the thing that redeems this thing. It would be, for me, an E if it wasn't for the back. The back redeems it so much, gonna have to be a low C. Halo 4. They did a bit of a weird thing here, and they copied and pasted the front and the back, and the side is just Halo 4. Why did they do that? They didn't have the imagination to think it through. Unfortunately, this is really lazy. It's not even nice to look at, to be honest. It's just really basic. It might just be the first F tier. It's not spectacular to look at, but they copied the front and the back. Can I say this again? They copied the front and the back. That's an F tier. This one again is not a steelbook. We got a 3D hologram of Dante's Inferno. That's not the end of it though, and I really like this one. Death on the front of it, and when you look on the inside, it's got all the different gods inside that you fight, and I just think it's very unique and stylish. I know it's not a steelbook, so it will have to get some points off that. It has a lot of personality. It tells you what you're in for. It's getting a C. This is Shadow of Mordor. It's a weird embossing again. He's dirty, he's got glowing blue eyes, his hair kind of just looks like crusty, he's got a broken sword. The back is absolutely, I don't even know what that is. The spine is, again, that weird Xbox 360 one. I don't like it. I didn't pick it up for the steelbook, I picked it up for the game, okay? I'm giving this a low D. I don't care, I don't want to hear it. This again is not a steelbook. We've got 3 more non-steelbooks after this one, but the rest are steelbooks. We've got like 20 to go. LA Noire. It's a nice foldable thing. The inside is nice foldable. I like it. Every time you fold it, you got a new different picture. It's not a steelbook, so it kind of feels like paper. It's a C. Gears of War 1. It's a tin. A really cool tin. Look at the front. It's got the nice logo on the front and Gears of War in embossing. This is what you do with embossing, by the way. It's got Gears of War on the side. It's got this nice orange-brown texture on it. And the back, it's got all the characters and a nice orange glow. You open it, and it's like a lunch school box, bro. If I had this when I was a young kid in primary school, I would have used this as a lunchbox because this is so cool. Look, so you got the games, right? You got the games in of itself. Nice cover on the front. You have, which seems to be the case with all the Gears, you have a nice little art book as well. Also, when they used to give you little leaflets, do you remember that, guys? They used to give you little leaflets about Xbox Live. If you bought this, back in the day, you got 48-hour free Xbox Live. When do you get that anymore? You don't. This is so unique, and you feel like you get a lot for your money. I don't look through art books, but it's still really nice to have, and they put thought into it. It's an A. It's a decent A. Resident Evil 2. You've got a zombie, Resident Evil, in pure black, scary, ominous, tells you what you need to know about the game. Resident Evil sleeves are decent. It's Resident Evil with a red R and E. The back is Raccoon City. It is very simple. It works for what it is. You know, you're playing a zombie game, and it tells you that on the front. You know, it's very gnarly, the detail on the mouth. It is a high C. Batman Arkham Knights. You've got Batman on the front. You've got a relatively nice sleeve. I like what they did with the text. They kept it a bit different. And then you got the Batmobile in the back. It's consistent, the same tone, it's the same colours, it's the same style. The Batmobile carries on over to the front. It is decent. It doesn't take me away though. It's a C. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. C is not bad. C is good. A C is a pass. Think about it in UK school grades, okay? C is a pass. Mortal Kombat 11. Super simple. Very, very simple. So it's just black and then a gold Mortal Kombat dragon. It seems to be an Xbox thing with this casing. One, it's got this weird... So the PlayStation ones have these covers, which is a very nice spine, and these ones just have none. You see what I mean? It's fine for what it is, but it doesn't take me away. End of the day, it's a C. It's a bit forgettable. The Order 1886. This one was quite nice. It's you know, it's got that time periods type of textures that they use. Here's the interesting part, right? When I was talking about the Resident Evil Village one, and I was saying these don't feel like anything, they're flat. This one, you can feel all the indentations, and this automatically makes it feel like wood. It's supposed to look like metal or wood. It looks like a metal door with embossing on it. And because you can actually feel it, it makes it look a bit more expensive. The back is empty though, which is unfortunate. But it is, unfortunately, just a C because of the lack of everything else on the back. Here we are, Resident Evil 4. Nice, you know, it fits with the theme every time. They know what they're doing with every steelbook. Leon going through the dark place, and then you've got, I forgot her name, going through another dark place. I will say this one is unique than Resident Evil 2's, but again, it's not blowing me away. It's nice to look at for a few minutes, and then it kind of just blends in with a lot of just black. Like, there's just a lot of black. It's just a C. Street Fighter 6. It's a very nice steelbook. It's very vibrant and colourful. You've got 6 characters on the front. Tells you what you need to know, right? It's very, very bright and action-packed. The inside cover is just the front. But no, I love the colours on this one, despite me not liking the game whatsoever. Mortal Kombat and Tekken are better. It is very nice to look at, and the spine works well. It blends in. It is just a very, very fashionable steelbook. I'm giving it an A. Back 4 Blood 4. It's the front cover. It's not, it works, it's red. It's the front cover, there's not much to say. The back is just what you see when you go on the game digitally. So it gets a few points knocked down for that, for creativity. It's fine looking. It's a low C. Now we have Terminator Resistance, which is a game I completely forgot about. You've got a bunch of Terminators on it. The big guys in the back with a nice glowy blue. You've got a ship and you've got a big Terminator head. It is quite nice to look at. There's just something about it missing, and it gets a high C. It's Control. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a guy's mouth, face. It's got fingerprints on it, which is quite cool. No spine. It's got the weird one, and it has no spine, and just Control on the back. I don't know. It's another embossing one. The only redeeming quality really is the weird fingerprints on the front. It's a high D. Killzone Shadowfall. I don't even know what this game is, but I picked it up because it was a $5. I'm pretty sure that's just the front cover of the game when you get it digitally, so the background is boring as hell. It's just a D, innit? It's just a low D. There's nothing special in it. Deathloop. You've got the man and the woman. It's got an actual sleeve on it. The inside has more characters on it, which is cool. They actually did something with the inside. When you look at this, I know that this game, I've played it, and the game feels like how this game looks on the steelbook. It is very nice to look at. It doesn't blow you away, but it's quite nice to look at anyway. Like my pants, anyway. It works to what it is. There's nothing spectacular, but it does work. I'm gonna have to give it a very low B. Infinite Warfare, man with gun in black and white, and then man with gun in black and white with a sleeve. It's a D. Call of Duty World War II. It's a childhood game of mine for the PlayStation 4, but the steelbook is just, I know what they're going for, and it does work. It's just a bit boring to look at. It's a high D. Thief. It's a very old game. It's very blue, you know, the actual game being very black and dark. It's got the weird Xbox cover on it as well. It's cool. I mean, it's cool. It's just a bit off. It doesn't strike me as special. But the front cover's very nice. The back is a bit whatever. It's a middle of the road thing. It says Death Stranding. I didn't get the steelbook for Death Stranding because it would have been a D for me because it's just very boring. I need a bit of colour. I like this one more than the steelbook. Very dark. And it has a golden mask on it. Very stylish. Kojima Productions. It's very smart. It isn't a steelbook, so that has to take some points off. This was a steelbook. This would be better than the one they've made anyway. It's a C. Our last non-steelbook, but I had to mention it. Sleeping Dogs. Make a second one. It's got Sleeping Dogs logo with a dragon in the background. It's like a book, which is really cool. You open it up, you have Leeway on the front with his tattoos showing. But they have a built-in like concept art thing, which is so nice to have. And look, it's got nice patterns on the front. Like, it is just nice. It is good. This one is so nice. It's a shame they didn't do a steelbook with it. This one, despite not being a steelbook, I do not care. It gets a B. Final Fantasy X and X2. It's a style, but I can appreciate the look of it. It is quite cute. Oh. The sleeve, it carries on the nice details. I do like the it looks like someone hand drawn this, which is very nice. The back is also a drawing, which is very nice. It is very unique, which I can appreciate a lot. I like unique ones. The inside is actually quite nice. It's gold. No, but it is. Surprisingly, for me having no idea of anything about this game, I really like the stylized drawing art style in this one. It's getting a high B. It is a high B. It is. Now we're coming to the end, and unfortunately I didn't think to put a really good one at the end. We got two more. Forspoken. It's got the woman on the front. I don't even know her name because I couldn't pay attention to the story. However, it's quite a nice steelbook. It is. The front cover's quite nice. The rings glow depending on the lighting, which is actually really cool. Look at that. The rings glow. It's a nice purple in the background and you kind of like illuminate. The back is just basic. It's got a symbol on it. I like it. Forspoken for me. Their steelbook is getting a low B. This is the final one. Unfortunately, there's nothing special. Just Cause 4. Very muted. Nothing on the back. Sleeve is just the title. There's nothing much to say, honestly. It doesn't really represent the feel of the game itself as well because it's so action-packed and full of octane. And this cover is just really boring. This is getting a D from me. Pause. That is all of my 52 steelbooks, which are technically 48 steelbooks and special editions. I want to know which one your favourite ones are, and then maybe I'll buy it and then take it off you. Also, let me know your opinions on where I rank certain ones, because I'm really interested to see different people's perspectives on how they perceive steelbook quality. For me, it seems like colourful, artistic, unique ones get a higher score than like muted, basic ones. I don't know if everyone else is like that, but for me personally, I like mine to have a bit of pizzazz. But yeah, that is 2024 Xbox and PlayStation 5 Steelbook ranking complete. If you made it this far, comment yummers, so I know you made it this far. And again, thank you very much, mate, for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye now.